find your lack of faith disturbing.
Gotcha!
SmashMouth Footballerz.
We got a dream, next to the team, yeah, we can handle it. Soon as I go and I step in arenas, they call
Introducing.
They know what it is, know what I do.
Nick Tate.
Who don't understand? Yeah, that's overdue. My trophy say that's overdue. My ring.
Joe Caldero.
Yeah, they know it's true. They couldn't walk a mile or even fit
Chad
into
Young.
my shoes. Still I got a lot to prove, but for all that we've been through, this overdue. This the anthem.
Hey, welcome to SmashMouth Footballerz. I'm Nick Tate.
Joe Caldero.
Chatelac.
Guys, we're going to do a Week 16 recap, and I'm going to tell you something. There were some disappointing moments, and there were some pretty awesome moments. Just so everyone knows, we made a little bet. I know the video didn't get out there due to technical difficulties, but Chad said that Jonathan Taylor would make more fantasy points than Joe Mixon, and I took that bet.
You did.
And Chad got a tumbler.
Yeah, you knew that was going to happen. I mean, not only that, but he went 29 carries, a high rushing attempt, 218 yards. He went off. Hey, y'all, from the Chatelac, just winning bets, making money. Merry Christmas to everyone out there. It's Christmas Eve morning.
Merry Christmas.
Yep, we are coming from you from Next Level Entertainment Studios, and we need to talk about something. I have already won one championship. Are you in the playoffs in any?
Yes, I am. I'm in 2.
You went clutch.
I snuck in by a 1.5.
I played the guy. He beat me.
Yeah, you had a better chance of getting in and still lost.
If I won, I was in.
Yep.
Yeah, and I lost a couple of duds that we had this week. And how did you do? Are you in?
Yeah, I'm in that one.
Perfect.
Yep.
So we're all in the money. If y'all want to be in the money, this is our first year. Next year, follow us, like and subscribe, so y'all have a chance next year to win y'all's championship in your league.
The league that I made it in, remember, I drafted CMC.
Yeah.
He got hurt immediately.
Oh, yeah.
I made the dire mistake of taking Kyler Murray as my quarterback. I lost Nico Collins for a long time. So my team is just pieced together.
Yeah, this has been a year of the resurgence of the running back, and nothing says that more than week 16, because you had, if you had these play, I mean, Saquon, and you had Devin A. Chain, and you had Bijan Robinson and Derrick Henry, like a lot of the wide receivers this year have kind of failed to live up to their draft rankings, except for Jamar Chase. Mm-hmm. But those running backs have really carried people, and in that league, because of where I drafted, I had to go wide receiver heavy, and it just didn't pay off for me this year. But it was a resurgence of the running back this year, and that's what we're seeing.
James Conner for me, Chuba Hubbard for me.
Yeah, Chuba Hubbard got that deal. So everybody thought Brooks was a big deal. He was hurt. Y'all do know that Chuba Hubbard signed an extension in the middle of the season. Right. So that's going to continue on into next year. And
he earned his money this year, buddy.
Yeah,
he did.
So on this little segment of our video, we're going to go over Week 16, just a recap of all the games. And another Christmas episode, we're going to get y'all up with the 2 Christmas games and the Thursday night game and the fantasy relevance it has, because if you're watching this, you're probably in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yep. So what's the first game, Jeff?
Well, hold on. You don't have to be in the playoffs to watch this.
No, you're absolutely right.
But if you're following our lead, you're probably doing okay.
Yeah.
And just so you know, one of the biggest reasons I'm in the playoffs is because I had Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah. As it,
39 fantasy points. What do you do?
As crazy as it sounds, the reason I'm in is because of James Conner and Chuba Hubbard.
Yeah, they've both been excellent. Chuba Hubbard's top 10 fantasy running back this year.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Game 1, Chiefs-Texans.
Man.
Well,
the Chiefs just, I don't know. Do they have these referees on the payroll or what?
I have no idea what's going on here. It's insane.
Do you see the meme where Patrick Mahomes got hit?
Yeah.
And
so the ball is loose.
It's a fumble.
So the ball is loose. Everybody has opportunity to go for the ball. People are hitting each other, going for the ball, but somebody just brushes the side of his helmet. And
15 yards, roughing the passer.
Once they realized that the Chiefs didn't get it, Yeah, roughing the passer.
There was, and did you see that the Houston players? There were 2 holds on that play.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the meme that says, "Hey, they showed the play and they're like, can you believe Houston had a penalty on this play?"
Yeah, it was.
I mean, these are plays that just. I don't understand how this guy continues to get these calls. I don't.
They got to protect them, man.
You got to protect the legacy.
Their investment.
So the only way things in the NFL get better is if they break records, and they can't break records if they lose.
Well,
and we knew Taylor Swift was there because what they immediately do?
It's been there.
Pan the camera to Taylor Swift.
Okay, there's a flag. Let's look at Taylor Swift. They won't know what's going on. Look back. There's a flag on the field.
How many 13-year-old girls are watching NFL football?
0.
This is absolutely insane.
Not unless Dad's in there and they're watching behind it.
And it's not just
Dad, change the channel.
I know Swifties are a big deal and everything, but I'm tired of NFL games getting judged by official opinion calls.
Right.
It's opinion calls.
Let's not turn the NFL into the NBA.
Holding is holding, right? Like you're grabbing a jersey, like you're stopping someone by holding them. Like it's all day long. Roughing the passer is completely a judgment call. And you can't throw the flag on a fumble.
No, everybody's going for the ball.
Jeez, it's so unreal.
So in other words, the quarterback, in a fumble like that, the quarterback has to step back away from the action.
Yeah.
So they had to be away from the area where the ball is, then get hit.
If you don't want to do it, put flags on them. Put skirts and flags on them. I mean, these are men who signed up. They know what they signed up for.
We can start our own league, the Pat Mahomes Flag Football League.
I like the South Park episode where
they would give him one flag.
Where they start playing sarcastic ball. Like, it's happening right now.
So, Tank Dell took a major injury.
Yeah.
It was pretty nasty.
Yeah. And he was having a great game before that.
They say
21 fantasy points.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was having a great game.
They're saying he could miss the entire next year. So they went and signed Deontay Johnson.
And
that's not a... I mean, you already have one prima donna. You don't need 2.
Yeah.
So you got Stephon Diggs.
Stephon Diggs.
Well, Nico just got better.
Yeah. Yeah, Nico's going to eat.
His value just went up.
Mixon's going to eat.
So, C.J. Stroud, I don't know what it is, man. He doesn't look comfortable. But, him and Tank Dell are best friends. I'm talking about best friends. Once Tank Dell took that hit, they showed him crying on the sideline and everything. He was out of it. He was not checked into play anymore.
Well, Stroud had asked Tank Dell to go over there, and that was his weapon. And, I mean, that's it. I mean, Houston still should make the playoffs. They should win that division. It's a sour slump. I hope next year they kind of shore up that offensive line a little bit better. And I mean, going forward, this is only his second year. He's still better than most quarterbacks out there.
He's really good.
Yeah,
we just got to get away from these referees determining the outcome of the game.
I'm just so sick of this. That's the storyline from this game is that the NFL has to do something about referees making judgment calls on pass interference, on roughing the passer, on defenseless player. Hey. This is football. I know the concussion stuff is a big deal. I know you got sued over it, and it was a movie, and I understand that. But so what are you going to do? Like you're not going to stop it.
You stop him from hitting in the head.
All right, stop him hitting in the head.
Now you got all these leg injuries.
Now you got leg injuries. Like it's football. Like this is going to happen. These are the gladiators.
You got to take them down somehow.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, you have to tackle. Now you can't do the hip drop tackle.
And then you start taking out kneecaps, and then that's a long...
You could see in a lot of the games, not much as I don't like Patrick Mahomes, not just that game, these linebackers are afraid to hit these quarterbacks.
Well, look...
On these...
There's plays where, like, the quarterback's starting to slide, and the players are lifting up there, and they're jumping over, because it's what do you... How do you avoid some of this stuff?
He's now a runner of the football.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't make, just because he's a quarterback, it doesn't make any. But you know what really ticks me off though?
Pat Mahomes.
Yeah. Well, besides Pat Mahomes, the they wait until they see the outcome of the play before they blow the whistle.
Or it's so bang bang, or they say, oh, it's a bang bang play, therefore it makes it okay. Listen, they've got cameras. We got cameras that right now, a couple times from New York, they've overturned stuff. Look, if you can overturn a touchdown from New York or a fumble or an incomplete pass, you can overturn a judgment call that's not pass interference or is.
Right.
I mean, we're too good now. I mean, Starlink exists. We got battery-powered cars. You know, we got a Tesla coils. We can, hey, maybe that wasn't pass interference. Second down.
Yeah.
You know.
I could go all day on that one, so we might as well just go to the next game.
Right. Chiefs win.
Yeah, Chiefs win.
Yeah.
Steelers, Ravens.
Lamar looked great.
Of course he did. Of course he did.
I mean, you know, as much as it pains me, he looked fantastic.
Yeah, against a great Steelers defense.
It's all about down to the great Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson's so great, as we should.
Steelers kind of struggled a little bit.
Struggled more than I thought they did, but Pickens didn't play.
Did they?
Yeah, Pickens didn't play.
Pickens didn't play, and I thought he was going to suit up all game. And turned out, game time, didn't play.
As bad as the quarterback play was this week, Russell Wilson could have been a play. 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Wasn't terrible.
No. If he had Pickens, I think it would have been a better game.
We know that Baltimore has a great run defense, and they showed it because nobody could get anything moving on the ground.
And that's what I'm just saying. Like I still believe the Steelers are a better team than this. I just they didn't have Pickens, and you don't have Pickens, you can't throw that 50-50 ball.
Hey, let's give Michael Pruitt a shout out. He got a touchdown.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is, but okay.
So, you know, this is the Steelers are coming back from a build. You know, they need more. They have more holes in their roster than they realized when they started the season.
Yeah, not on defense, though.
Yeah, they made that defensive. They made a couple trades and they got better.
They need some better wide receivers.
Yeah, they got to get better. But Austin is pretty good. I'm waiting on them to. It's going to be a year more. They got to shore up the offensive line a little bit better. I mean, it's the Steelers. Like if they get another weapon aside from Pickens, you know, they got somebody good in the slot. They're going to be okay. They're still limited by quarterback play. I mean, this team goes where Russell Wilson takes them.
That's it.
And as he's had some great games this season, and when he don't have his number one weapon, he's going to struggle, and that's what happened. And you know, look, you know, King Henry's going to do his thing, right?
Man, 162 yards and no touchdown.
Yeah,
what was that?
Oh, Andrews Holt won.
Yeah, and
Bateman got some.
Yeah, Rashad Bateman, and that was a sleeper pick that all the pundits and experts were saying he was going to eat, and I just couldn't see it, and he did. Yeah, he did. He did. I was wrong about that pick.
So next game, Falcons-Giants.
Giants-Falcons.
Well,
yeah, and you would think that would be the embarrassment of the week, but it's not.
No, it's not. Penix looked great in his coming out party.
Let's see here, Penix.
But it was Bijan Robinson.
Yeah.
I mean,
so Penix had 0 touchdowns, one interception. Bijan is an animal.
Yeah.
22 carries, 94 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Bijan did great. He's one of the star running backs that kind of carried you this week.
Right.
Darnell Mooney.
Yeah.
It was
5 and 82.
Yeah. It was the defense that scored touchdowns for them.
Yep.
If you had their defense, you probably
2 pick sixes, correct? Mm-hmm. Yep. This is the first time they did it since they said 1983, 82, something like that with the Falcons. Yep. 2 pick sixes.
Drew Lock looked horrible.
Yeah, it's not. Nothing's going on good in New York. Except for that defensive line. They're going to have to shore some stuff up.
They just need to call Eli Manning back.
Yeah.
Anybody who had Cordell Flott on their team, they did good.
Yeah.
Whoever that is.
LSU. Yeah, great pick.
Touchdown.
Yep.
Let's see.
LSU corner.
34-7, Falcons run away with it.
Yeah, we called it. Kyle Pitts was not going to be a thing in this, I didn't think.
How do you not get that boy involved?
Well, he can't get open.
No,
that's crazy.
He can't get open.
I don't understand. He's so athletic, though. Like, even at the combine, his numbers, like Vernon Davis numbers, and maybe it's going to take him, this is what, year 4 now? And I'm like,
maybe it's his route running, not He's not a great route runner, so I don't know.
I'm kind of just giving up on him. And look,
next year, he's not even in my. I'm not even thinking about it.
No, not with the emergence of people like Tucker Kraft and Laporta and Brock Bowers. Yeah, so
Lions Bears.
Man.
So this is what me and Nick bet on this one.
Yeah, buddy.
Jared Goff. You said Jared Goff would do better than Kyler. I didn't see it. He absolutely did.
Yeah, I thought they were just going to run the ball. Amon-Ra St. Brown had a pretty good game.
23, 336 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah,
just exposed a good Bears defense. Jahmyr Gibbs, 109 yards, 1 touchdown. He was my pick, my running back 1 for the week, and
he did good.
I mean, he stayed in the top 6 or 8.
Yeah, I mean, you got what you.
Well, you figure with the full workload by himself, he would do better.
What was interesting to me though was Jamison Williams.
Oh yeah,
and he outperformed Amon-Ra St. Brown.
5 receptions, 143 yards, and a touchdown.
And his speed is just insane.
Yeah,
he's in the open field.
He's going forward, he's just gonna be a legitimate weapon. Like he was suspended last year with that gambling charge. Only now, they said that he was a thing in training camp, and as the season goes on, I mean, he came out hot, kind of cooled off in the middle, but next year he's definitely going to be in the fringe wide receiver 2 category, going higher. Amon-Ra St. Brown still had a good game though. I mean, he got some nice fantasy points. He did good for me.
Yeah, Laporta did good for Nick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Laporta showed up now, and I think that's going to be consistently a thing since David Montgomery's gone. Mm-hmm. And I mean, Detroit.
Yeah. So apparently it's we all thought they were going to, overwork Gibbs. Looks like they're going to spread the ball more.
Yeah, they're spreading it around.
And, I mean, you have to say now, without a doubt, that, with what happened to Philadelphia, that Detroit is the cream of the crop in the NFC.
Man.
I mean, they got to be the favorite.
And their defense has picked it up, so there's no telling how far they're going to go.
And they were banged up. Mm-hmm. They lost Aiden Hutchinson. They lost, I forgot his name, and the defensive tackle. He's out for the year. And that secondary, as young as it is with Terrion Arnold and all them, they're starting to kind of gel and coagulate, if you will, in the secondary. So, young team, young defense, overcoming some injuries, but they're getting better. And
hey, I'll tell you what. The Bears have something in Caleb Williams, man.
I like it, too. I've never not liked it. I mean, we saw what it was. Shane Waldron came from Seattle. I don't know what you saw in Seattle that made you think, hey, I'm going to sign that guy as my offensive coordinator. And the Saints looked at him, too, and now I'm thinking, man, maybe the Saints should have got him. But,
well, I mean, the Saints should get anybody right now.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
You fired Waldron, you fired the head coach, and you've offensive philosophy has changed a little bit, and Keenan Allen scored that touchdown. That's what he does. I mean, he scores red zone touchdowns.
I think he's earned another signing.
Oh, yeah, it was only a 1-year deal. If he does it, if he didn't sign with Chicago, somebody else is.
Yeah, they're going to sign him. Yeah, he's a threat.
Yeah. And this, going forward, Chicago has a lot to build on. They got some weapons. They're going to shore up some things in the middle, and their defense is a pretty good defense. They got a great corner in Johnson, and we've got some stuff to build on. It's unfortunate, Chicago plays in that NFC North with Green Bay and Minnesota and Detroit, and I mean, who wants to play in that division?
I'm kind of torn whether this week I'm going to pick up Caleb Williams and play him or play Jared Goff, because the Bears play the Seahawks.
Yeah.
But, we'll see. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Cards, Panthers. Panthers win.
Went into overtime.
Wow.
Kyler Murray had... So the Panthers, I guess what they did, their defensive coordinator was like, keep Kyler Murray in the pocket.
In the pocket.
And that's exactly what they did. And he could not see over that line.
I'm about to say, that boy can't see over the line.
No.
So
they call him Mighty Mouse for a reason.
Yeah.
They played that perfect. James Conner looked great.
He did.
He got hurt.
He got a little hurt.
Chuba Hubbard
went on. Man, ran that. He sealed the deal.
25 carries, 152 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm. So what you're seeing is, regardless, we talked about it briefly, But when teams' best players don't get going, it's bad news. And we saw it, like Joe Mixon was obviously a dud this week. You know, he did not.
He didn't.
He didn't do much. He just went downhill. Like, I don't know why in the wide world of sports do you not get Joe Mixon involved more in a game where if you run the ball, you're okay. And I can say the same thing about Trey McBride. Like, I just was like watching this game, and in a game that went overtime, in a game that was 33. Every team scored over 30 points. I'm like, okay, let's get McBride going. Like, this is your best weapon. James Conner, Trey McBride, right? Like, hey, give Kyler what he needs.
Trey McBride may be the George Kittle for the Cardinals.
Oh, my word.
Did you see that hot mic moment when he was coming off the field going through the tunnel?
Yeah.
He said, we suck.
Yeah, he said, we suck. How does this guy not have one touchdown throwing the ball?
Because Kyler Murray can't throw the ball.
Why can't we get him involved in the red zone? Like, it's unreal. This guy's
maybe Kyler Murray needs to take a 10-step drawback. They
said he has earned enough. He's done enough to earn his starting job again next year, Kyler Murray. How in the world do you stick with this guy? I don't understand.
Well, I mean, honestly,
because he's a running quarterback.
We'll take Kyler Murray at the Saints.
Yeah,
right now. I mean, you got to think about it.
He's not a bad quarterback. I don't know what if you have to get him out of the pocket, or if you're gonna run that system.
Here's the problem, right? So the Panthers came out, just like you said, they targeted Kyler Murray's weakness, and they stopped him.
They absolutely stopped him.
So here's the thing: is he needs to get better at getting that weakness out, like that overseeing that line in some capacity. If he's got to step further back,
he can't step no further back. He's already in the shotgun.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Even if he has to step back further just to see over the line, he's got to do it. You know,
you have to.
Hey, you know what? Get that boy some shoes with some big pads in the middle of them.
Yeah, they got those shoes I can see advertised on TikTok that make you 3 inches taller. Yeah. I mean,
so maybe they pay for the refs that Mahomes has.
Just three receptions for 20 yards is all Trey McBride had. No wonder why you lost.
Yeah. So, would Bryce Young be a play? He had 3 touchdowns in this game. Would he be a play against the Buccaneers' weak defense?
No.
I don't know.
It's not terrible. I'm not risking it for a biscuit.
Not in the playoffs. No. Not in the championship game.
No, not in the championship game.
But
I may play Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
Because in that league, I got Jalen Hurts and Baker Mayfield.
And that's what I have in our Dynasty League.
I play Jalen Hurts.
He's got a concussion.
If he's good.
Yeah, if he's good.
He's concussed.
Yep.
Yeah, he did go out. And that's why they kind of lost. That's what kind of big reason they lost. That and Jaden throwing 5 touchdowns.
Yep. Rams, Jets. Man.
Oh, man. I am so tired of watching the Jets.
This was not a good game all the way around to me.
No. I'm sorry if you had Cooper Kupp for 2 weeks in a row.
Cooper Kupp's a thing of the past here.
The weather was bad.
Baker Mayfield. Not Baker Mayfield. Matthew Stafford. He can't get what happened? It's just like, where'd you go, buddy? Like, you were good, now you're bad.
Well, the bright spot was Kyron Williams, 122 yards and touchdown.
That's what it was. It was a weather game, though. It kind of looked like the weather kind of affected him a little bit because Matthew Stafford only had 14 completions. That's it. It's just not a play where you want. Cooper Kupp is just the past 3 weeks, I guess you can say.
They both did bad. Aaron Rodgers,
They want so badly for Aaron Rodgers to do good. Even the commentators. But there's the Aaron Rodgers we're used to seeing.
Yeah, I know it.
For one play?
55% completion. That's terrible.
Insane.
Terrible.
1 touchdown to Devontae Adams.
He only threw the ball 6 times to Garrett Wilson. You're going to lose. You're going to lose. So
He is your best weapon. He is your best weapon. Get him the ball. I don't understand.
He's forcing the ball. But he did say he would take a pay cut and he would be a bridge quarterback. He would help a young
Breece Hall can't get going.
No.
And that's insane because he was a number 2 running back last year with
in the first
with a worse team.
Mm-hmm.
Got a better team.
Yep. With Zach Wilson, he was a better running back.
Yep.
With Zach Wilson, Garrett Wilson
Was a better
wide receiver.
Robert, you just
The firing of Robert Saleh was a terrible idea.
All the changes they've made over there, just somebody go get some consistency. Just somebody go. I don't know if you're a Jets fan. So talk them off the buildings. Talk them down.
Well, we've discussed it before. I grew up a Jets fan, and then I became a Saints fan. So maybe I just like
I'm gonna talk
torture.
you off the building.
Maybe it's like being tortured or something. I don't know.
I'm gonna talk you off the building.
Maybe I should become a Mahomes and Chiefs fan.
You got the BDSM of NFL.
Yeah.
Like, you like to get tied up and
beat down.
watch this losing game. This is your team. They suck.
It's absolutely terrible.
They suck. Watch it.
Both of them
Handcuffed
are
to the
horrible.
wall.
Yep. Choked out.
Both of them are horrible. Eagles,
Gag
Commanders.
balled.
Eagles, Commanders.
Man,
Well, what a great
I'm
game.
telling you, if Jaden Daniels doesn't look like a rock star,
He struggled so bad against the Saints, and then he comes out 5 touchdowns. I was watching the Denver game Thursday. So the Thursday game, Denver Chargers, we talked about that earlier, and I was just thinking, at that first half, Bo Nix was just on fire. It was drive after drive after drive, touchdown, and I kept thinking to myself, this guy has taken over Rookie of the Year. And then Jaden Daniels comes out, he beats the Eagles, 5 touchdowns. He has cemented that Rookie of the Year trophy with this game.
So I watched a replay of the last touchdown he made. He threw that ball before Jamison Crowder had even
It
cut
was
that corner.
It was a location pass.
Yeah.
Yep, thrown to a spot.
But I mean, it was it was perfect.
I hate to break up you guys' celebration, but
Well,
if
go ahead.
Jalen Hurts would have been okay, they would have lost this game.
I believe
got hurt.
it.
I agree with
agree
you.
with that.
But it doesn't take away the
It
fact
took the
that
wind out of the sails of the.
Well, of course, Saquon Barkley got his.
Yeah.
29 carries, 150 yards,
Man,
and
that's-
2
That
touchdowns.
dude's so awesome, man.
They had to step up and throw the ball to A.J. Brown,
Yep.
and he got him some 8 receptions for 97 yards. and a
surprised
touchdown.
me. Marshawn Lattimore just got beat up.
And that was Kenny Pickett that threw that to him.
Yeah, and that was and then it wasn't just that. It was the pass interferences too. It was not just AJ Brown eating him, but 2 pass interference calls against him, and it was quite the struggle out there for the Commanders' pass defense. Because at one point I was on the fence thinking that I thought he was going to get shut down,
Right.
and I was completely wrong about that. Yeah, I thought. And especially whenever Hurts went down, I was like, okay, yeah, well.
Hurts was my quarterback in our dynasty league.
You sent the text message.
I said, "Well, there goes my season."
Hurts concussion. I'm done.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, man. And then the standard league, even though I did win, luckily, I mean, I had Hurts. If it wasn't for Jonathan Taylor, I'd be out.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we had like 2 points is all I got. And you texted that, and I was like, oh, man.
Yep.
It hurt so bad. And,
It's
but the thing was, he wanted to play. Jalen Hurts was like, I'm good.
Yeah.
And they were like,
Nah.
No, you
they were
can't do
pointing
that.
there, go.
Yeah. Just Jaden Daniels. This is what the NFL is coming, and if you watch this game, you see the scrambling ability and how you have to have a mobile quarterback now. I mean, 81 yards on the ground.
He'll be in the MVP conversation every year that he.
5 touchdowns, 258 yards, 81 yards scrambling.
Thank gosh.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
I got him in our dynasty.
Maybe they'll get him on a weight gaining program in the offseason.
Yeah.
Bengals, Browns.
Well, let's take a small break.
Okay. Take a
I
break.
will be right back.
SmashMouth Footballerz.
They know it's true.
Hey, welcome to SmashMouth Footballerz. I'm Nick Tate.
Joe Caldera.
And I'm the Cadillac.
Guys, the name of it is giveaway, giveaway, giveaway. So we're looking for 3,500 subscribers. At our 3,500 subscriber mark, we're going to be giving away 3 Tajay Spear jerseys and 1 Jackson jersey when he was on the Charger. Now, guys, that's 4 individual winners that's going to be able to get those jerseys. These jerseys are signed and authenticated and all through Pristine Auction. Okay, at 5,000 subscribers, we're going to give away 1 Kyrene Williams jersey. authenticated and signed by Beckett, as well as 3 mystery boxes.
Got the jersey mystery boxes here, and we have a football one as well.
These are all sealed. We don't know who's in them, who you'll be getting. But look, reach out to us at smashmouth1footballers@gmail.com, and we want to know who you guys get, as well as we're going to be doing a little merchandise giving away.
Nice.
Right? So every week for the next 5 weeks, we're going to be giving away 1 tumbler, 1 hat, and 1 shirt. Okay? So the way you're going to win that is make a comment every week on one of our videos, and we're going to put your name in a hat, and we're going to mail you one of our products.
At the end of that week, we'll pick the name, and this is for all our loyal subscribers. We feel like we need to pay it back to you, and this is the way that we think we can do it, because you guys have supported us, and we want to thank you for it.
Okay. One more time. We got one more giveaway. That's right. We got this Devin White mini speed helmet signed and authenticated by Beckett when he was on Tampa Bay, as well as this Mandalorian Funko Pop. It's also signed and authenticated straight from our friends at Pristine Auction. The way you win that one is you buy one of our products. So, hey, you want a nice tumbler, you want a hat, maybe a good shirt, check us out right there at our merch store. And then for every $5 you spend, then your name will go in a hat, and somebody's going to win one of those products as well. Yep. One person will win the helmet, and one person will win the Boba Fett.
Yep, from Pristine Auctions in Broussard, Louisiana.
Broussard, Louisiana, guys. Yep. Okay. Anybody else?
I'm very thankful for all the support we've been getting. You know, this is a hobby for us. This isn't our job. We all have regular jobs, and all the support that we get, all the, buying our products and everything, all our logoed products, it goes into us bettering our content, upgrading our equipment. So we thank you for everything that you guys do for us.
Yep. It's a little give a little, get a little. Okay. Yeah. Thanks for supporting the crew, guys. Until next time, I'm Nick Tate.
Joe Caldera.
I'm Cadillac.
And we're out. Hey, welcome back to SmashMouth Footballerz. Hey, we're getting in deep here, week 16, and we just got done talking about Jaden Daniels from LSU.
Now we're going Bengals-Browns.
Bengals-Browns.
Now we're going to talk about another LSU quarterback who won a Heisman.
Oh, my goodness.
Joe Burrow is having a year, man. Yeah, he is having a year.
If it wasn't for how bad their defense is, he'd be in the MVP conversation.
Yes, he should be.
They'd be winning everything.
Yeah.
Has he had a game yet that he had less than 3 touchdowns?
Not yet.
I don't know, man. He's so good, and he's. I mean, T. Higgins a 2-yard pass, and then he went to Isolov. I can't never pronounce it, but Yosavas, like 6 yards, and then Jamar Chase, of course. I mean, 32 yards.
Automatic.
I mean,
that's automatic. Those two are like Siamese twins.
Yeah. And if we're not already done bragging upon LSU players, Cade York, the kicker, even the kicker come out with a 59-yard field goal in that game. I was like, right here, Cade, because if you watch LSU, Cade York is kind of like a, I don't know, man, like a little treasure. He was a little treasure. No matter where we were on the field, we knew Cade York was going to make a field goal. So
he's fantastic. So on the other side of the ball, are they done now? Are they done? Are they going to go ahead and let Jameis finish this out?
Why not?
I don't know, man.
You got to look at it. Okay, check it out. He throws 2 interceptions, no touchdowns, only 157 yards.
Yeah.
Your number one receiver was Njoku with 66 yards. So you go down to Jerry Jeudy, who's been killing it with Jameis Winston. He had 20 yards on 2 passes
against a terrible Bengals defense. Hey,
so you think, well, if Jerry Jeudy's not doing it, Elijah Moore must be doing it.
Nobody's doing it.
Nobody's doing it. Elijah Moore had 1 yard more.
Jerome Ford did it. That's about it.
But they wouldn't let him do it.
Ain't that crazy?
So Dorian Thomas-Robinson at UCLA, right? Like he was a mobile quarterback. He was going to be an athlete coming in the NFL. He wasn't supposed to play quarterback. Well, they put him at quarterback. And the one thing the man has been able to do his whole career consistently is scramble the ball. Scramble with the ball, run the ball. He's a mobile quarterback. You have Jerome Ford back there, too, who was eating 11 carries, 92 yards.
And a touchdown.
11 carries, 92. The dude is almost getting 10 yards a carry.
Yeah, he's averaging over, yeah.
Like, you're going against one of the best probably the best pocket passer in the NFL. Probably the best quarterback in the NFL right now.
There you go. Better than Lamar Jackson.
Okay, take it back. Second best. Third best.
Accuracy wise.
No.
Third best quarterback in the NFL.
You said it. Joe Burrow is the best.
As far as accuracy, to me, he is the best. But you're letting Dorian Thompson-Robinson run the ball when it should be Jerome Ford running the ball.
Get them both involved. I don't care what you do, but you got to do more than this. You've got to. The man is getting 11 carries, 92 yards. You feed him. You can't let that Bengals offense on the field.
No, you cannot.
You cannot.
You slow that clock down.
You have to. This is football 101 basics. I know they're probably going to argue, well, we couldn't run the ball.
We're down. That's what they do. They go, we're down. We can't run.
But you got a guy who's averaging over 8 yards a carry. There's no excuse.
Yeah. It's 24-6 was the score, but it was not that close.
4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Yeah, you don't run the ball.
No.
But third quarter, second quarter, run the ball if you're beating the defense.
Yeah, there's some screens. You got to do something.
You got to go back to Jameis.
And Chase Brown had another great game. He's the answer for them. 18 carries, 91 yards. They found something in him, and
if they can just build a defense, they'll be all right.
Yes, and poor Trey Hendrickson, he's playing his heart out
for nothing.
Yeah.
Colts Titans.
Well,
man,
we can't.
What happened there? Jonathan Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor's what happened.
29 carries, 218 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
He's always
QB1 of the week. Running back of the week.
Yeah, absolutely.
Running back 1 of the week.
He's always had it.
We just thought he'd get hawked by Anthony Richardson.
He was the number one running back not 3 years ago, and then he held out for those 4 games.
Yep.
And since then, the stock has fallen on him.
Well, at the beginning of the year, though, like Joe's saying, Anthony Richardson just decided, this is my show.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to run these touchdowns in since I can't throw the ball.
That's it. But
he's kind of learned to throw the ball. Josh Downs is his guy.
Josh Downs is the guy. Mm-hmm. It was that bubble screen. Josh Downs is really kind of what saved his game as far as passing and that game. This was a ugly game. I don't know much to say. Look, Tajay Spears, you might want to go pick him up.
Yeah.
Because all he's doing, he's getting the goal line carries. Tony Pollard's kind of beat up right now. There's a chance now that the Colts sneak in the playoffs. They're 7-8. We got some games left.
Wow.
I can't even imagine. I can't.
Wow.
If you had Calvin Ridley, you had a good day. Calvin Ridley had a good day.
Yeah. Got him.
Josh Downs is the guy they're looking for. And I know on that clutch, it was a real clutch third down. Michael Pittman threw that out for the first down, but it's Josh Downs. It's the Colts.
Yeah, Pittman didn't get too much action, even though he did good.
He's not built for that type of offense.
No, he's a possession style. And
if Derek Carr remained the quarterback of the Saints, which unfortunately would happen, I would love to see Michael Pittman Jr. over there. He's a long ball catcher.
Yeah. If you're in a standard league, still Westbrook Ikeni, he scored another touchdown. It was Tajay Spears who was just getting the goal line carries. I would seriously consider getting him and playing him. The problem with the Titans was Mason Rudolph he gives them a chance, but you can't throw 3 interceptions, man.
No.
If you don't throw 3 interceptions, and I know Jonathan Taylor had that great game, but if he didn't turn the ball over 3 times, they
have a chance to win.
Yeah, we're probably talking about a different game.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Vikings, Seahawks. They struggled against the Seahawks.
The Seahawks are a better team than everybody's getting them credit for, I think.
Man, Justin Jefferson finally got some love.
Yeah, he did. He went off, man.
Finally.
Yeah, he went off.
If you played Addison near flex, you're not upset about that either.
You're playing them both.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to play them both.
So what do you think? Maybe they decided not to double up on Justin Jefferson because Addison was running around like a free kid?
I don't.
I think it's because the Seahawks have safety and defensive back issues. They can't guard everybody on the field with Hawkinson, Addison, and Jefferson being there.
They got some just the weapons. I mean, the weapons, man.
How about Sam Darnold, man?
A great year,
man. You know,
Yeah, he's definitely.
What are they gonna do?
Locked in.
What are they gonna do? Because you drafted J.J. McCarthy.
McCarthy's going to sit again.
You can't take Sam Darnold off the field.
No, you cannot. McCarthy has to sit again.
You can't take him off the field.
ain't that crazy?
But so other side
At the
of
beginning of
ball,
the year when they said Sam Darnold's starting, we were like, what?
Yeah.
Why would they do that?
he's one of the big surprises of the year.
Oh man, he's gonna get comeback player of the NFL. He may look. This is just it's been a great year. And Jordan Addison caught the first touchdown, 5 yards, right in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Great route. DK caught that 25-yarder, and that was DK. Man, that dude right there is a beast, man. Just a different type of cat, man.
Who you talking about? DK?
DK, when he went up for that touchdown, I was like,
He's not the number one anymore.
no, but
JSN's got that.
But I mean, what a good problem to have.
Yeah,
What a good problem. And
a huge fast tight end running down the field.
and what
playing wide receiver.
What you do have like two better than average quarterbacks. Because I have to say that about Geno now because he's not making the mistakes he did earlier in his career.
Well, you don't throw 314 yards and 3 touchdowns not being at least above average.
Yeah, and both of these, like Sam Darnold too,
That's Joe Burrow numbers this week.
Well, besides the 2 interceptions.
Yeah,
Geno threw 2 interceptions.
he did throw 2 picks, but I mean that's when you got weapons like Addison and Jefferson, you got DK and Jackson Smith-Njigba, like you can't help but succeed.
Well,
I feel like
they completely ignored their best weapon on that team. Kenneth Walker, they didn't do anything with him.
He's been kind of banged up. Charbonnet got a couple.
He got 1 carry for negative
yards, but I think he had a couple catches. I just was.
They decided not to go with the run game this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It bit him in the butt too.
Yeah. How do you? I feel the Vikings have lost 2 games and they're in second place in their division.
Isn't that crazy?
That is insane, right?
That's the best division in football, though.
Yeah, that's insane.
Patriots, Bills. Patriots almost pulled this out.
Well,
Man, your boy Ramondre.
Yeah.
What happened?
I don't know.
He was on fire.
I don't know.
and they didn't throw him the ball. And
He's
I thought they
touchdown
would.
dependent. He's touchdown dependent. We knew that.
But the Bills defense they were going in giving up points on the passing game to running backs, and I thought Ramondre should have got some passing yards. I thought
They gave 10 carries that should have been Ramondre's to Antonio Gibson.
And I thought they were going to get him running the ball. Get him involved in the passing game too, and it just kind of didn't happen. But
Drake May is the future of that team.
He didn't do bad. I mean, 261 yards and 2 TDs.
You watch him, and he's doing everything. He looks like a professional quarterback back there.
Yeah, he looks great.
Back foot touches the ground.
Yeah, it's out of his hand.
The ball's out of his hand.
Yeah, you got to get him some weapons. James Cook had a good game, but just like a raindrop, fantasy players fall, and that's going to happen with Josh Allen this week.
The emergence of LSU. Keyshawn
Butte. He's been the 87% of snaps. He's been out there.
Yeah.
He's just not getting the ball, but he's been out there. Apparently they like the way he blocks out there. I mean,
5 receptions, 95 yards, and a TD.
He does the dirty work for him, and he got rewarded this week. And he's emerging. Remember, he was a 3rd-round draft pick. I know in LSU he got a little trouble with the gambling, but he was a dog at LSU, and the past a couple seasons he was hurt a lot. Now he's the emergence here. I'm glad to see it because I was always rooting for Keyshawn Butte.
I always thought he was a steal for a 3rd-round draft.
Me too, because at some pundits had him going to number 1.
Drake May's looking for Hunter Henry, so fire him up as a tight end.
Yeah, just because Josh Allen was down this week, you don't take him out. Josh Allen probably single-handedly have gotten a lot of teams in the playoffs.
No, without a doubt.
Yeah.
That 1 week, 70-something fantasy points. Man.
Yeah.
I remember because I played it. Whoever had it in one of the league, I don't remember who has it. I think it's our Dynasty League. Had Josh Allen the week he got 70-something points. Mm-hmm. And that was on a Thursday night game. And I might as well just said, you know what? I'm never even looking at this list.
Yeah. You're going to play him against Green Bay.
That's 3 players.
Yeah.
That's 3 good players during a week.
Yeah. Excuse me. He's playing against the Jets.
Excuse you.
Yeah, thank you. I misspoken.
You need to go to the bathroom?
So I'll go right here.
Against the Jets?
Yeah, he's going against the Jets next week.
That's 3. The
Jets
are mailing it in, man.
Yeah.
Winner, chicken dinner.
That's 3 touchdowns easy.
Yep. So I think they're going to run the ball a lot. And Josh Allen, you're going to play him. I mean, it's a tough matchup for him, but you're going to play him. I mean, don't let this get down. If you're going into the finals, Josh Allen got you there. You're playing him. So
next game, Jaguars Raiders. I would have said this was the worst game on the docket, but it ends up not.
No, it's not.
Man.
Mac Jones, game management, he looked okay. I mean, he threw only 1 touchdown.
Yeah, he gave it to Brian Thomas Jr. 9 receptions, 132 yards. He did pretty good this week.
Yeah, he's there. He's legit.
Yeah, ETN is done. He won't be on that team next year. Tank Bigsby is their guy.
Yeah, that's I don't know that
12 carries, 50 yards, and a touchdown. That's I'd rather have a lot more. Almost any running back this week.
Yeah, I was forced to play Jacoby Myers.
I had to
play him, and it was
not good.
Dun, dun, oh, yep. Brock Bowers continues just to eat 13 targets, 11 for 99. I mean,
he doesn't miss anything.
This dude, I liked him coming out of Georgia. I like Georgia players, how their game consistently they show up in the NFL. Tight ends usually struggle early on in their career. I thought this was going to be like, okay, I understand why you took him and you had Mayer. You took Mayer out of Notre Dame last year, and I thought, well, maybe they'll play more 11 personnel, 12, stack them. And I said, he might have one of those like 30 catches game, maybe 340 yards. Brock Bowers is just a dog, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yep.
Next year, we're going to be talking about Brock Bowers, 2nd round, 3rd round pick, like Laporta. And you got to think they're going to have better quarterback play next year.
Yeah. Even as it is, though, Brock Bowers is saving Aiden O'Connell's job.
Yeah, he's
keeping him in the NFL at least.
Right now, that's the one thing people are going to the Death Star and watching. Like, I was like, I couldn't believe whenever they traded Devontae Adams, because I was like, they got to have something to sell tickets. And the reemergence of this rookie and what he's done.
Tight end play this year has been better than wide receiver play anyway.
A lot of it has.
Ain't that crazy?
Yeah. If somebody would have told me, though, like, going into this game, especially with the Carolina matchup, that Brock Bowers was going to have a better game than Trey McBride, I was like, I can see it, but I don't believe it. And it was just substantially better. Brock Bowers was the best tight end on the field last week.
I struggled, but Brock Bowers is now my tight end one. It was Trey McBride. He just can't get a touchdown.
Yeah, Trey McBride he cannot get a touchdown.
You know what's crazy is the Cardinals have a better quarterback.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because he runs.
I'm saying that terribly, but
yeah.
I just say,
not by much, though. Kyler Murray's been terrible this year. 49ers Dolphins.
Man, what a game.
Boy, Devin 2 Chains kind of carried you in this week.
Man, for a guy that is prone to injury, he's done. Giving him work, and he's doing it.
He's had an amazing year, and the Dolphins have something to hang their hat on going forward.
Tua looks good. He threw that 1 touchdown pass to Tyreek. It was great.
He was on fire last month, and he kind of cooled down, and we're seeing him come back and kind of coming back, catching fire again. And the 49ers are so decimated.
They are. And so Brock Purdy, he's a game manager. He shouldn't be where he's at with where he was drafted anyway.
No.
But he's just a game manager. Actually, this year, I think Geno Smith is better than Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
He definitely is like at 51% completion.
But he's a guy that needs them weapons. He needs them all out there. Someone must have sat Debo down and said, you got to put this team on your back today. And
he tried. He tried. Scored a touchdown. He scored that touchdown. I just
Kittle's out there killing it. 8 receptions, 106 yards.
Yeah. Brian Purdy didn't have a bad game. I mean, dude,
he threw 2 touchdowns.
He threw over 300 yards.
313.
I mean,
yards.
he can only do so much. It's a lot of the stuff we're saying is.
It's like Joe said though, the 49ers, like they need all the pieces to their puzzle.
Yeah, for Brock Purdy to. It's a system. It's a system.
Yeah.
So you take one of them away, and you can't replace it. That's the whole thing.
He's just been very lucky that that they have a bunch of good running backs in there, all the way down through the practice squad. The 49ers have decent running backs,
and they just keep getting hurt, hurt and hurt. Man,
I mean,
next game. Buccaneers, Cowboys.
Wow. Didn't see that coming.
I tell you that they could win?
It's not that. It's just, man, it was like they got out there and started putting it on them Bucs.
People just don't understand how bad the Buccaneers defense is.
It's not great.
It's bad.
Now, it was on fire. Now, look, they started putting up different numbers. Just a testament to what's happening, too, in the kicking game. Like, Jason Sanders in that Miami game, like, he was a legitimate weapon. Like, he made a 58-yard field goal in that game. And if you've got Aubrey, it feels like if the Cowboys get past the 50, they can at least get 3 points.
Oh, yeah, it's automatic.
And he got me that.
Yeah.
Like 20-something points this week.
I mean,
Brandon Aubrey's great.
He's great.
Tell you who wasn't great in this game: Rico Dowdle, and he got hawked for his touchdown.
Yeah, he got hawked.
The old Zeke came in, stole it.
Zeke stole it. Yeah, that was bad.
CD looked good. 7 receptions, 105.
My boy, we were watching it, and he said, "Was that Ezekiel Elliott just made that?"
Yeah. looks like a dude just got out of his recliner. Man, it looks all out of shape.
Yeah,
crazy looking.
But he made it.
He ain't got that half shirt on.
So other side,
he don't wear it no more.
Other side of the ball,
that old gut sticking out now.
So can the Buccaneers stop with this whole Rashad White thing? Because Bucky Irving is 100% the guy.
Yeah,
100% the guy. Bucky Irving is.
He came in and stole that job.
Man.
It's no secret Rashad White was not. He does not get yards after contact. It's no secret.
Right.
And Bucky Irving runs like his hair's on fire.
Yeah.
So that's.
I like to see him and Isaiah Pacheco just run some drills through like 10 dudes.
I like it, man. I love watching him play. I picked him up. It was probably a great. I mean, I won that league, and part of that was Bucky Irving carrying me. I mean, Baker. I'm so glad to see the success Baker Mayfield's having.
Yeah. You gotta like the dude, man.
And
he don't quit.
Everything's stacked against him. He gets no breaks.
No.
Yeah, he don't quit.
I mean, he gets smacked around out there. If it was Mahomes, it'd be a flag. He gets smacked around.
And I get, look, this is terrible for me to admit. Like, I don't like it. Like, we have just completely downed and talked bad about the Cowboys. And all of a sudden, they're 7-8. The Cowboys are 7-8.
Hold on. Now, past 3 weeks, I've told you guys, Cooper Rush isn't that bad.
He's not bad. He's not bad. I mean, it didn't hurt. You've had the emergence of that rookie, Jalen Tolbert.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Tolbert showed up, and
but we knew last year Cooper Rush could pull it out.
Yeah, he's got a winning record, right? Mm-hmm. Like, as a backup quarterback, like, he's done great, and you've seen him 7-8.
He's taken over for Dak before and actually done better.
Yeah.
Yep.
And this Buccaneers team was 8-6, and you thought, they were going to run away with this. All of a sudden, it's 8-7, and they're struggling a little bit.
Struggling.
And they were on fire there for a little bit. Then they win 4 straight, and now look at it. And
you know when it turned around? Chris Godwin went out.
Yeah.
And Godwin went out, and they started trying to lean, and remember Godwin and Evans went out.
Went out at the same time, and Evans come back.
They tried to lean on Otten. Lost 2 games.
Yeah.
It's just now getting back on.
And
if they're all healthy, man, that team is going to be hard to beat if they get some defensive parts.
Yeah, the Cowboys are 7-8. I can't believe I'm saying this. And
it doesn't surprise me at all.
Look, slowly, like, I'm not a Cowboys fan. Like, I just disdain them with the hate in my heart and the well-being. Like, I root for Patrick Mahomes more than I root for the Cowboys, but
Wow.
CeeDee Lamb has become one of my favorite players because through all that
he's actually fighting.
ridiculous drama they had, he had a sprained AC joint, and he didn't miss a game. He went out there.
He took a tough lick this week.
He took a lick this week.
Look, I'm telling you, CeeDee Lamb does not complain.
Look,
he's not a prima donna.
He got off that field. You can see the grit in his teeth. He was hurting so bad, and then he still got out there and went and played.
He went and played more. Like CeeDee Lamb has become one of my favorite players to watch.
Yeah, he's good.
And in the NFL,
Rico Dowdle was one of my favorite to watch, even though he didn't do anything in this game.
Yeah,
I just pull for him because they need something. They need something.
Yeah.
Saints Packers. So
we're here?
this is the embarrassment of the week.
Are we here for this? Like, is this a real game?
This is a nationally televised
Monday night
game.
Look, it's sad that we're all Saints fans because we're from Louisiana, and at one point we had hope, and then that hope got shot down.
As long as Derek Carr's quarterback, I have no hope.
I don't even think it's Carr anymore. I think it's so bad.
It's bad.
It's bad.
Like it's.
So,
like the Packers went out there this week and played a sixth grade football team.
Thank you for coming years ago, DeMario Davis and Cam and all you guys. You guys can go now. You guys can leave now.
We love you, but y'all got hit. You got punched in the mouth, not just once. Every play.
So let's talk about how bad it is. Jordan Love, 16 completions. 182 yards and 1 touchdown. That's all he did. Josh Jacobs, 13 carries for 69 yards.
Yep.
That's it.
That's it.
These are low numbers. The score's 34-0.
Yeah. Spencer Rattler needs to go to the practice squad, and they need to draft a quarterback. And Derek Carr can be a bridge or he can be a backup. But this is over, man.
Trevor Penning, how did you give up those assets to get that guy?
He is so bad.
He is just so
bad
on tape. That fumble, they ran that stunt. I was like, oh, if you run a stunt against Trevor Penning, it's going to be a sack immediately. Like, and let me tell you what was the most aggravating thing about this game. It was end around. Like, it looked like 1947 football, end around. And no defensive end contained. No defensive end. Peyton Turner, how did you give up these? How did you draft him in the first round?
So we got some parts on defense. Got Kool-Aid.
Who got burned?
He got burned, but he's
going to be
learning.
better.
He's learning. Kylan Saunders.
God, he's going to be gone. Oh, look. Can we talk about Colin Saunders almost having an interception?
Yeah.
And Alontae Taylor comes and knocks it out of his hands? Hey, dude, let your guy catch the ball.
Ridgeway.
I like John Ridgeway was a good pick in the 6th round.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're talking about 6th round picks for the Saints.
Yeah.
I mean, because
they need help somewhere.
And Foster Moreau.
Oh my God,
Foster Moreau.
When
we gave up nothing to get the dude after his cancer treatments and everything. We gave up nothing.
Our best player beat cancer. Come on, Saints.
Yeah.
Our best player
beat
cancer. Oh my gosh! If that isn't a testament to the team.
And
they definitely didn't beat the Packers.
Kendra Miller's not the answer.
Oh man.
Jordan Mims looked better than him.
Yeah.
I think they say Kamara's hurt. I don't know if Kamara's hurt physically or his feelings.
Don't play Carr. Carr's like, I'm coming back. For what?
Stay out.
Let's see what we got.
2 more weeks.
Let's get us a
draft pick. See what we play the rookies. See what we got. Get them some reps. Get them every rep they possibly can.
This is preseason, postseason.
It's over with. You're not making the playoffs. You're eliminated. Play your young talent. If it goes like this, it goes like this, right? Get them the reps, though.
Yeah.
Get them the reps.
Expose your old guys. Tyrann Mathieu, done.
Oh, my God. You see him get demoed? He got stiff arm 6 yards.
And then DeMario Davis got exposed by Emmanuel Wilson.
Couldn't
make an open field tackle.
Blew him up. Hey, this is the game. Saints defenders, Packers, every play.
Yep.
You're on defense. You're supposed to be doing the hitting.
Yeah. Emmanuel Wilson was making contact.
Oh, they were having fun out there. They were just they put their foot on the Saints, Demario Davis, Pete Werner. It didn't matter who it was, and they just kept their boot on the Saints' neck and just hit them.
They didn't even get close enough to kick a field goal. With a good kicker.
There was 6. It looks like the Saints defense wasn't touching them for like 6 yards.
34-0, and there was not one standout offensive player on the Green Bay Packers.
No,
You didn't need it.
might have lost Watson though for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Christian Watson, shame.
Spaghetti noodle legs.
Yeah, that's what he is.
Man. So what do you do moving forward with the Saints?
You change the channel.
Yeah.
That's what you do. You change the channel.
We're gonna have at the end of the season
so
we're gonna have a Saints sit down and talk on a podcast.
We did one already, but the salary cap situation looks a little better than what we predicted earlier. But you can't go forward you can't go forward with Carr.
No, with Reese either.
You can't go forward with Rizzy. This offensive coordinator that we all had hope for, it's not working. Nothing is original about this.
So, honestly, okay, you got to get Kamara help.
You got to get Kamara gone.
You got to get...
Well, they're stuck with him for,
Yeah, they re-signed him.
Yeah.
So you got to get him some help. All right, and the ones they got ain't the ones.
You got to get... Trevor Penny.
You got a couple wide receivers, but you kind of beat them up this year, so I don't know if they're coming back the right way.
Olave has a soft head. He's gonna be a problem. So you got to get rid of him.
And then, like you said, I mean, it's got to be the QB. I mean, you got Foster Moreau. I tell you what, I hate to say it, Taysom Hill.
He's got to go.
He's got to go.
Look, great guy, great football player.
But pay him $15 million to come in for 8 plays a game.
8 plays a game. That's it. You're talking about somebody that plays 2% of the game.
No.
And you got to do something.
Who thought that was a great idea?
Well, I mean, it was a Sean Payton deal. He came in and he had some trick plays and he covered a lot of positions. And then since Sean Payton's gone, they don't have the same schemes no more, the same playability, none of this.
When every Saints fan fell in love with Taysom Hill, I was never that guy. I can't understand it.
Well, I mean, he was a gadget player.
Oh, I like him. Honest to God,
Drew Brees, he got fed up with the team. And then, like you said, Jameson Winston, he had a couple bad breaks, and then they gave up on him. Mm-hmm. And then now they're picking and choosing terrible choices.
I thought Taysom Hill was going to be the quarterback.
No, that's a different story. If they would have put him in there at quarterback, I might have been okay.
Because remember, there was times when Jameson Winston was 7-2 when Sean Payton was there, and when he went out, Teddy Two Gloves went 5-0, and then Taysom Hill went 4-1 when he was a starting quarterback for the Saints, and he ran the ball. Like Sean Payton was able to disguise some of this stuff because he had a running quarterback, and he was able to scheme around it.
But Sean Payton is not. Sean Payton's a genius.
Sean Payton's a genius, and then you had Dennis Allen, and you just had bad coaches.
My thing is Taysom was throwing 75-80% completion rate, and then they just quit using him as a quarterback. Why?
I could go on. Look.
I mean, but the thing is that you chose to go get broken down Carr, and you got rid of Winston. Though I mean, we can
all kinds of deep dive into the horrible decisions that we've made, like
terrible decisions.
Signing Demario Davis, letting go of Zach Bond,
Dennis Allen having personal feelings against players who are good and get rid of them.
Hey, CD Deuce is the only player I know that gets punched in the head and got a 15-yard penalty against him. Yeah. But he talks smack.
It's because of his reputation.
But I love him.
Yeah,
I love him. And the Saints got rid of him.
We don't like that fire.
And when he left, he led the league in interceptions. Yeah. And what'd you go get? You got 31-year-old Tyrann Mathieu. I love the Honey Badger, but it's over with. It's been over with for a year and a half.
It's done.
He got stiff armed.
It's been done for 3 years.
Into hell. Yeah.
When they brought him, I was like, why are we doing this?
You got rid of this promising young safety. You could have paid him. You said, no, let's bring in this 31-year-old team on an aging team because we think we are going to be able to go to the Super Bowl.
No, that's not what it was. I'm telling you what it was. Let's bring Tyrann Mathieu back to Louisiana because he was such a fan favorite when he was at LSU. We'll get people in the seats.
And it's
money. It worked for 2 weeks.
It worked for 2 weeks, and now everybody's like, please get rid of this guy.
Yeah. We could talk on this, but we don't want to turn this into a Saints thing. We'll get into this.
Buda Baker, come to the Saints.
Please, yeah. All right,
guys. Well, this wraps up our episode, Week 16 recap. Until next time. I'm Nick Tate.
Joe Caldera.
And hey, Merry Christmas to everyone out there. I'm the Cadillac.
We're out.
SmashMouth Footballerz.
We got a dream, next to the team, yeah, we can handle it. Wait, soon as I go and I step in arenas, they call me the champ. They know what it is, know what I do, know who I am, who don't understand. Yeah, that's overdue. My trophy say that's overdue. My ring said to be immortalized. Yeah, they know it's true. They couldn't walk a mile or even fit into my shoes. Still, I got a lot to prove, but for all that we've been through, this overdue. This the anthem. Pull up and you know the team is strong. This your anthem. All my underdogs. Everybody get your hands up. Sometimes it's hard, but we made it through. We were struggling for a minute, so that winning overdue. Yeah, they know it's true.